What's a quick way for us to share our projects with each other? Well, it's really easy. We just share the folder. Unity is just basically a folder structure with the correct files in it, and that what constitutes a Unity project. How do we find this Unity project folder when we already have our project open? One easy way to do this is you just go ahead to the very top, go on Assets here, and then right click, and you'll have an option that says Show in Explorer. In other operating systems like Mac, this might be something else. So Mac, I think it's Reveal in Finder or something like that, but there will be an equivalent option in your operating system. So in this case, this is Windows 11. We'll just say Show in Explorer. So this here is actually the project folder for this project. So what we essentially do is just zip up this project, but we need to do a few things first. We need to be mindful of some things. I guess the first thing is we want to close the Unity project because it doesn't like it when we compress folders while the project is open. The other thing to remember is this library folder is essentially just a generated cache. So if we have a look, it's huge, and Unity needs to generate these files to help it run faster. But we don't want to include that in our archive because that's generated anyway. So what I would do in this case is I just go ahead and choose everything. In Windows 11, that was Control A. You would have your equivalents in Mac. And then we want to exclude this library folder. So in Windows, it's just hold Control, and then that will exclude that from the highlight. In Mac, it would be something else. You'll need to find that out for yourself what that is. But we basically just don't want to include this folder. And then we right click on everything. And then we just find the option to compress to a zip file. So in Windows 11, this is compressed to, and then it just says zip file. I have these extra options here because I'm fancy, but most people would just have this zip file thing. In Mac, it would be something else, but it would be, there would be an equivalent. So we just go ahead and say zip. And then we have our Unity project. So if we double click into this, we can just see the contents of the folder, which is the project itself. We probably want to name this something more appropriate, like my Unity project to share, or something like that. So this is the file that you want to share. So then once you give this to someone else, all they need to do is just extract this folder and then open it in Unity, and it's very easy to do.